there, you're listening to Linda Pinizzotto of the Condo Expert, and we're covering all the fabulous details with respect to the International Home and Garden Show. Because guess what? It is coming to Toronto at the Metro Toronto Convention Centre on March the 6th to the 9th this year, 2014. And we're very pleased to have Paul Newdick, the show manager, on the line today. You know, Paul, I know you've made a lot of huge headway with Toronto's first home and garden show. Like, this is absolutely fantastic. So tell me, how long has it been around? I know you're at the International Centre before shifting over to the Metro Convention.
Well, this show is going to be its 26th annual, and we started it back in 1985, and it's been going and growing ever since, and it certainly speaks volumes to consumerism and to the growth that's happened in Toronto. And really, it's just a very great opportunity for people to see, come, feel, touch, and experience everything firsthand at the beginning of spring, being March 6th to 9th with the first home and garden show in Toronto, and it really provides for people who have a pent-up demand and a need to get away and get a little bit of spring in their dreary winter. So the show was born out of the need and recognized interest that it's a great place to come, feel, shop, and compare everything they can under one roof. And as Toronto is the biggest and fastest growing city in Canada, or at least it used to be, it seems to be reclaiming that title, and that's why things are really accelerating in the home consuming market.
Oh, 100%. And if any of the listeners want to just type in www.internationalhomeandgardenshow.ca, and you're going to find a ton of different links. Anything from the bathrooms, celebrity experts. There's a whole slew of celebrity experts that are going to be on the Garden Theatre, and there's an entire venue of discussion. So that'll be really informative for you. You know, I noticed as well is that there is a chance to win. So if people go on to prizes to win, they could actually win one of 4 $500 Sears Home Service gift cards. That's really great. So all they'd have to do, I guess, is go online and just register for it?
They can come online and register for our contest prizes. The grand prize in the spring is the Outdoor Kitchen Oasis. And the Outdoor Kitchen Oasis is made up of a beautiful patio set, a stone barbecue, a fire pit, a couple of container plants that are going to be added in. So it's really going to, I guess, give not only homeowners but also condo owners that have the right size balcony an opportunity that they can at least use most of that prize for the show. So all they have to do is go to internationalhomeandgardenshow.ca and enter to win, and we'll be in touch with the winner after the show.
Oh, isn't that fantastic? And, you know, I think on top of it, what they might want to do is let their friends and family and everyone know about it, because they can go right on the page, they can share it on Facebook, they can follow the tweets, Pinterest seems to be really moving up there now, aren't they? They're gaining so much headway, so they can actually, target it to like it on Pinterest as well. So, I think a key thing is that, really, Paul, when you talk about exposure, okay, and this is an interesting thing, and I'm going to throw something because we're sort of in a twofold here. On one side, we have the identity and the exposure of the International Home and Garden Show. The other side, we do. I mean, Toronto is a metropolis. It's right up there. There's tons of research things that are going on right now. I mean, the University of Windsor is actually comparing Toronto with New York City and Arizona, taking a look at condominiums. And the extensive growth that we've been having is certainly creating another identity out there. The fascinating part is that when we have wonderful shows like the International Home and Garden Show, and we start having more and more international exposure, people need to understand it actually increases value of their properties, because it brings another venue. It's no different from when Canada Wonderland ended up, going off the 400 north of here. Same type of exposure, because they took all those lands and created Canada Wonderland, and all of a sudden it became a phenomenal entertainment venue, not only for locals, but from people all across the world that want to come and see it. So I think that, with a lot of exposure of the International Home and Garden Show, as it's now in the downtown Toronto core, it has the ability to grow substantially with
Well,
that kind of exposure. And, hey, increase prices of all the properties around the neighborhood.
well, I think as demand is the guidance of that, and with the inflow of people migrating into the city, I think there's going to be a need for more and more opportunity for people to get out and experience what's latest and greatest in not only the world of home and garden shows, but also entertainment and lifestyle experiences. City of Toronto proper really is, I guess, the center of the Canadian universe in terms of all the activities there are to do downtown. There's so many things that are a natural attraction to downtown, starting with the Toronto Island. But not only that, but people can really come down and make a day of it, experience the home and garden show, have a nice meal in a nice restaurant, experience perhaps a little bit of a walkabout in the city, and even take in a sports activity while they're here. So it's really a great opportunity for people to, I guess, really get out and flap their wings a little bit in the spring.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I'm a registered realtor, and I've been a realtor now for almost 35 years. And interesting, even when Ripley's The Aquarium was built, I was fortunate enough to receive the contract, and I arranged the relocation and the accommodations for people that were going to be servicing that location. It's fantastic because that's another venue, different, not in any competitions of any sort to the International Home and Garden. But the bottom line is you could go in there, you could go and see what you want, or vice versa. And, you don't have to go home right away. You could walk around the show all day long, or what you can do is, as you said, if you're allowed to go in and out, then you can actually go there, leave, check out something else, turn around and come back. You could actually make a whole weekend of it.
Sure you can. And we do offer, as I say, free readmission. So people can come and go at their convenience and go away and have lunch and decide if they want to buy that renovation or that new couch set or new appliance. So it's really I guess it's part of the culture. It's part of the new interwoven network and fabric of Toronto.
Well, absolutely.
That's why we wanted to move our show downtown, because we felt that it would offer us much more expansive opportunity for the exhibitors to make more sales and to meet more people and to network.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that was a huge move. And, it's interesting enough, too, is, a lot of the condos in the neighborhood, for instance, they may have guest suites in their building. So if they do have friends coming down, they could easily book the guest suite. And then if they are registered with the Condo Owners Association, and as you know, I'm the founder of COA, they could easily then even enjoy corporate rates on rooms and so on, because we have a corporate account with Strathcona Hotels, which is just a arm's throw away from where the Metro Convention Center is. So, that, again, if you're save, the typical thing, if you save one it feels good, doesn't it, when you save money?
Yeah.
I think everybody wants to. So, and the thing is, too, is if you're out and about and you're trying to shop for something, you can't always compare prices and whatnot. At least this way you've got a venue to sort of hit every single booth and be able to compare. It's comparison shopping in one venue. That alone, it speaks volumes. It saves so much time.
Well, time and money are limited commodities that everyone's challenged for. So that's the beauty of it. It's a concentrated buying and selling process all under one roof at the same time. The Metro Convention Center, it's completely weather protected for parking, and people can not have to worry about walking across a long, cold, windy parking lot to get into the show. And it's completely accessible, so everyone, them that want to come down and experience the flora and fauna and the gardens, they're easy to get them onto the show floor.
And that, the other thing, too, is that, a lot of times credibility speaks volumes, because I know you have some major sponsors. The City of Toronto, Chatelaine, Garden Making, Home and Decor, Garden Central, the Epoch Times, Live Green Toronto. You've got some really, really, Ontario Horticulture Association. That's huge. I think what's really important is that when different associations and, key commercial companies start working together and, sort of grouped together with different shows of any sort, for that matter. But even on the International Home and Garden, I mean, you need sponsors. All of these things are really important to make it work, because I think the more sponsors you have, then the more ability and flexibility you have with your indirect, like your operations of the show, because it is affordable. I was very surprised. I've actually booked a booth, and I'm really happy with what it would be if somebody, for instance, wanted to be an exhibitor. They could easily contact the International Home and Garden Show, and they can make those arrangements. And you pretty much provide the entire package.
We aim to please.
Absolutely. And on that note, we're going to take a break. It's Linda Pinizzotto of the Condo Expert. We'll be right back.
Linda Pinizzotto. She's not your typical realtor. She's your real estate counselor, teacher, and advisor. Whether it's a house, townhome, or condo, when you're ready, she's your negotiator. With 34 years of experience, Linda guarantees that you have the real estate knowledge you need to make the right decisions. Call Linda Pinizzotto at Sutton Group Quantum Realty, 416-561-7373, or visit her at lindapinizzotto.com.